a message from my friends saying that the new ban list is out. Now, we've been waiting for this for such a long time, and I think it's really needed. It looks like it goes live effective March 15th, so can't wait to see what type of cards got hit this ban list. Haven't had a chance to look through this yet, but that's what I'm gonna do here. Let's see, next update no earlier than July 1st, okay. Da-da. Okay, so the first one on here is Union Carrier. This one is forbidden now. I think that's a good thing because it's been used for Drytrons recently, where they just slap on Dawn Knight and then dump whatever Drytron they want. So this was an okay hit, but I did not expect this one. Okay, these two right here, very good hits. I can see Utopic Zexal is banned, and VFD, True King of All Calamities, is banned. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this moment, mainly because these are unfair cards, and it just basically doesn't allow your opponent to play, and that's not fun, because you're just playing solitaire at that point. Also, I think these cards were too easy to bring out, which was part of the problem. Utopic Zexal, just play the field spell, the Numerons, and then bam, you get free 3-turn Zexal to stop your opponent with, which is broken. VFD, same problem. Just two level 9s for rank 9, and that shuts your opponent off for 2 turns, in which case you just win if you don't already OTK the next turn. So these two I think were really wise hits, and they were super disgusting and not fun to play against. So far, 3 hits, really good. These two were expected, and a lot of people should be happy about this. Let's see, what else? Ben 10. Okay, looks like Drytrons got hit again, indirectly. I know this is part of the Cyber Angel archetype, but the reason why this card is limited has to be because of Drytrons. I think that's currently the best deck, and with Ben 10 at 3, that was just too much advantage, way too much advantage for Drytrons. They just keep searching, and then they can end their field on Ruler. I still think it being at 1 is still too much, because all you do is use one Ben 10, search Ruler, normal summon it, and if your opponent can't out it with Imperm, Dark Ruler, or Droplet, they still pretty much lose. So even at 1 Ben 10, I still think that is too much, because it just leads people to play with Ruler, and it just shuts off the other person. So I think that's also not very fun, and I think this one also needed to be banned. But limited is good, so at least they won't plus super hard on their turn, making the opponent not want to play with them. Unless maybe Ruler got hit, then I guess this being at 1 would be okay, but Ruler is never going to get banned, so I was hoping at the very least Ben 10 would go. Let's see. These were the newly unlimited Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. Yes, this used to be such a problem with Union Carrier, which is why I think this was actually okay to bring back, because if we look back up here, Union Carrier is now banned, therefore Dragon Buster is no longer a problem, which was only a problem because of Union Carrier, but now it's okay to bring at 3, and I don't think it should cause any problems with the game. Firewall Dragon. It just went from being banned to being at 3. I wonder if it had an errata or something, or maybe not. I don't know. Was forbidden. Change effect. This change takes effect April 14th, 2021. Does this mean, even though it's updated on here on the ban list, you can't use it until April 14th? Or does this mean it has a new errata effect on April 14th? I don't know. But either way, this was a surprise to see Firewall coming back to 3. Don't have too much to say about it though. Phantom Knights Rusty Bardiche. Unlimited. It was limited, but I didn't think people would even run this at more than 1 anyways, because you only need 1. Even if you unlimited, people still might only run 1, maybe at max 2. So this basically doesn't do very much. Tiger King of the Ice Barrier. Ignister, Blasting Draco Slayer, Rank Up Magic, True King's Return. Okay. Yeah, so don't have too much to say about these cards. Mainly the biggest hits were VFD and Zexal. Not too much to say about these. This one was a surprise, but, you know, as I said earlier, Union Carrier's gone, so this is now irrelevant. So not everyone can just splash this in and basically lock down the opponent. Yeah, so out of everything on here, what I think a lot of people were looking for and what many of us expected was Zexal, True King of All Calamities, and Ben 10. So it's not a surprise that it's on here. I just wish Ben 10 was actually banned, so no one can just search ruler, normal summon, and then win. But having it be at 1 is a lot better than having it be at 3. Even if we can't have it banned, at least 1 will limit the power of Drytrons to only 1 search. Well, I suppose people can bring back Ben 10 and still abuse it to search multiple times in a single turn, but putting it at 1 at least somewhat limits Drytron's power. Should have been at 0, but 1 is better than 2 or 3, so that's okay. Now, the reason why I am really glad that these two are gone is when I play online in competitive server, as soon as I see someone play that Numeron field spell, I think, oh no, they're going to bring out Zexal. And then same thing with these, I see them bring out level 9s, oh no, True King of All Calamities. So after these two come out and I don't have an out in hand, and I don't draw it, there's just no point in playing. Also, I think even though Drytrons got hit with the Union Carrier and the Ben 10, I still think Drytrons are still vastly more popular and more powerful than the other top decks currently. Because right now, before, Dinos would play True King Dinos, and they would be able to end their board with negates plus True King, which just makes them win. Similar with Zexal, you can see Eldritch players, they play the field spell, summon Zexal, set 3 or 4 cards past turn, and then they win. Now with these two gone, decks like Dinos or Eldritch are no longer nearly as scary. When you see them in competitive, you no longer think, oh no, Numeron Eldritch, or oh no, True King Dinos, and then scoop before they even make these. But now with these gone, it'll limit their most powerful end board play, to stop you for next turn, so that's good. Still think Ben 10 should have been banned. Now Drytrons are still gonna dominate the game, end on Ruler. But aside from Drytrons, with these two gone, I'm actually thinking about taking out Imperms and Droplets. I don't see any reason to play any more Droplets or Imperm, or at least not at 3 each, because these were the main threats in the game. The reason why I had to run triple Imperm and triple Droplets in the first place was because of these cards, Zexal and True King, so that I don't get shut off on my draw phase or standby phase before I ever got a chance to do anything. So with these quick effect powerful monsters gone, I can take out Imperm and Droplet and maybe instead put in Dark Ruler, because there's no longer a need to quick play stop any of these cards before it shuts off your turn. So I could just run Dark Ruler and at least have that take out Vanity's Ruler in case I'm facing off against Drytrons. But at least against these two, I'll never have to worry about it again. I think that's all I have to say about this ban list. Not too much to say about these. This was a surprise, but that only came back because of Carrier. But very good hits for Zexal, True King, and Ben 10. I think that's really healthy for the game. Drytron's still a little more overpowered, but these two, great news. No longer have to worry about them. I plan to stream more Yu-Gi-Oh! on this channel, so I'm going to try to play more before this ban list takes effect, March 15th. I want to try continuing to play Drytrons with triple Ben 10 just so I can Natasha, because I think that's funny. I don't like to end on Ruler, but I do like to steal 3 times with Natasha, so I'm going to try to do that as much as I can. Try to stream that before the ban list hits, and I'll no longer be able to use Natasha as much. So, well, maybe even at 1 Ben 10 I can still play Natasha. Maybe run multiple Natashas, because I think Natashas can banish themselves, or not themselves, but another copy of itself from the grave. So it should still be doable. But yeah, before the new ban list hits, I'll try to stream some Yu-Gi-Oh! And play Ben 10 at 3 before it gets hit and I take out my Natashas from the deck.